What drew each of you to Heads of State? What stood out about the script or concept?
Honestly, the chance to work with Idris again. That we had the chemistry before we had the concept, and hats off to Peter Safran for noticing us keeping his attention on the Suicide Squad, and he literally was like, "Man, we got to do this again." And he's one of the few folks who can actually make movies happen, and he delivered with Heads of State, so we got the band back together.
Absolutely, yeah, it's exactly the same reason. You know, I wanted to work with John. I got to work with him on Suicide Squad. Then we got to do it again. We have a film that is, you know, fun, entertaining, really well shot, really great visionary, and some characters that I think and hopefully we can do again and again. So
Yeah.
Great. And how would you describe your characters in Heads of State? Did you relate to them in any way?
Yeah, no, my guy is a grumpy politician that's run a country for a long time and hates his job, but that's nothing like me. I love my job. And I would say that Sam actually has a good heart. He's just, you know, a little, what's the word? You know, he's a little jaded. He's a jaded guy.
And Will Derringer is an ignorant optimist, and that is me on the bullseye, so I'm okay with that.
Less of the ignorant though, bro.
No, I'm okay with that. I'm all right not knowing anything. Asking questions, man.
He knows a lot about a lot.
The film blends action and comedy. How did you approach balancing the two tones?
So I think the most important thing is never lose sight of the stakes. I think when you're in the realm of storytelling, especially action, that what builds good action is anxiety, anticipation, having to overcome something and having something to work towards. When the world is going to shit around you, if you can laugh at yourself, you can break the ice and have a moment. And I think action comedy walks that fine line of taking a moment to realize, this is ridiculous. But at the same time, oh, we got to get back to the thing that's really important that we have to solve. Yeah. And what this movie does is it gives us a lot of those moments to breathe. But because we have a ticking clock element and a lot of stuff can go wrong, we consistently have to push forward. And I think that's we never forget the stakes, and that's why it's a really good action comedy.
Yeah, I think the film knows it's, you know, has that real ridiculous large scale to it, but we believe it is happening to us, and that's really important for the audience to go along with these guys. Like, we're not for a moment, even though it's larger than life, do we think we're not in a movie. We're in a movie, and this is really happening to me and him, and our dynamics are really, really fully, you know, fledged in the film. So yeah.
You both have strong backgrounds in action. What made this film's action sequences unique or especially fun to shoot?
Well, unique because Ilya, our director, he's got a very specific eye, very specific delivery of his action, and I watched the film that he did, two of them, Nobody and Henry Harpoon.
I saw Nobody.
Yeah, there's another one.
I don't know if I saw that one.
Yeah, it's the first person gamer thing. I mean, completely bonkers. And he was really a visionary. So I wanted to do it because of that. I wanted to see, you know, how he was going to approach action, you know. And he had a really big vision for it, you know, big scale, 90s explosions, walking away from explosions type shit. And then, you know, I was really up for that.
Yeah, I would say the same. Just his ability to paint action. Some people rely on a big wide oneer because they want to see everything and they want to play everything. Some people involve like the angles they take to make impacts more effective. Ilya is painting, and he's like, man, right here we need a shot through the bottle of booze to the guys because we're going to use the bottle later on, or like when the guy's teeth gets knocked out, we got to shoot through the teeth. Little details he puts in like that allow you to breathe through the action but still push the narrative forward. He's very unique in how he approaches it.
And finally, comedy plays a big role in the film. How much humor was scripted and how much was, you know, improvised on set?
A lot of it was scripted.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of it was scripted.
Gosh, then the script is good.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of all there.
Yeah.
You know, and it is an action comedy, so it was definitely like stakes and focus first. And I'd say we have the luxury of, we kind of just stepped back into the shoes that we left in the Suicide Squad of like, okay, these are the character personalities. Let's make them abrasive. And the script dictated that. I'd say a lot of it was on the page, man.
I think the writing was bespoke to the dynamic that we had. It was so we didn't have to improvise. We did, or I tried, and you know, that would just make our day less. You know, it would just make it fun.
Absolutely did.
But some of it makes it, some of it didn't. The outtakes, woo, different movie.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey, you guys!
Hey, you guys!
Hey, that's what they all say.
Hey, you guys!